Right, so in this video, we're going to be listening to Quant CEO Gilbert Verdian give his thoughts on why Quant will reach $10,000. So if you're not holding any Quant, make sure to stick around till the end of the video. We're also going to be looking at Quant's price more in detail, as well as its market cap and other attributes, and even the whole crypto market as a whole, so make sure to stick around. So yeah, without further ado, let's check out the crypto market. And as you guys can see, it is looking very, very green. It is a very good day for the crypto market. We've got massive winners like Blur and FTT and other coins. But more specifically about Quant, it is also winning. It is sitting at roughly $98, $99, and it is up 2.7% for the day, 6.2% for the week, 5.3% for the month, and 13.2% down for the year. But of course, those are short-term changes. We are looking at its future. We're looking at coin market cap right now. For its market cap, obviously it is up 2.58%, and its volume is down 27.4%. Regarding the circulating supply, as you guys can see, it is sitting at roughly 12 million, exactly 12,072,738 QNT are circulating right now, and its price is sitting at roughly $98. So yeah, more specifically about the price, as you guys know, we've been analyzing the price for a while on this channel, and we've been analyzing it more consistently ever since it had the little spike that was in proportion to Bitcoin spike as well. I think that was like 2 weeks ago, or like maybe a couple of weeks ago, actually, maybe like 3-4 weeks ago, something like that. And yeah, as you guys can see, it did break like $110, $120, even a little bit, like $110 actually, $110. It reached some new heights that it didn't reach in a while. Like some people were ready to give up on the coin ever since it broke below $90 mark. But yeah, as you guys can see, it has stabilized itself for the short term right now, and it has broken the $90 line. So obviously some people will get thrown off by this, but I'm not one of them. I do believe in this coin, and I do believe that this is a long-term investment. It has the chance to be an incredible long-term investment, and yeah, I do believe in its future, and I mainly believe in the team behind the Quant project, especially Gilbert Verdian, who is the CEO. He has major experience in cybersecurity. He also has major security experience in technology as a whole. He is very tech savvy as well, and yeah, I can tell that he is a visionary and that he has major projects that have been launched and that have worked before. So this is no surprise that Quant has been as successful as it has, as well as the Overledger platform. And he's going to be talking about all of that and more in this video from Crypto Finder. This was actually 4 years ago, so we can see how it aged. Did it age well? Did it age bad? And yeah, the title is Interoperability Actually Possible? Gilbert Verdian, CEO, Quant Network interview. So yeah, this is a very interesting interview where he goes into detail about his plan with the Overledger platform, with the Quant token, how it ties into the Overledger platform, and how that solves the interoperability issue as a whole. So yeah, without further ado, let's see what Gilbert, the main man, has to say or had to say 4 years ago today.
We're here with Gilbert Verdian from Quant Network. So the CEO, my man, welcome to the Daily Exchange.
Thank you, Fred. Good to be here. Thanks for having us.
Tell us all about Quant Networks. What's it all about?
We're about re-architecting the internet. And so if you look at what's happened, there's no denying the internet is actually a foundational change in society. Like, we actually benefit from going digital, that we can't operate without the internet today, and we're so dependent on it. But we've got an issue of trust, and that's what we are solving.
Yeah, so the issue of trust is what they are solving. Let me know, do you guys think that the internet has had a good or a bad impact overall? Or in my opinion, obviously, I wouldn't be having this video if it wasn't for the internet. So I do believe there's an overall good impact, but let me know in the comment below.
You guys focus a lot on interoperability.
Yeah.
Is interoperability actually possible?
Yeah, absolutely. And if you think about humans and society, we operate in networks. We have our social network, our family networks, work, trade networks, and the internet is another network that we use to communicate and collaborate. And the problem we've got is we've lost trust in the network. And networks flourish when they interconnect. If you remember the old days, in the .com days, you had AOL, Prodigy, you had all the walled gardens of isolated proprietary networks. When we connected them up, we had the internet of today. We have Facebook and Google and Amazon and all those things happen. So we can't be siloed. We can't be closed off from each other. We need that as a society, and we need that for our networks. And so that's what we've set out to solve, and we've done that. We've solved interoperability at scale. We didn't build blockchain. We didn't want to build another blockchain. We've built an operating system. And so what we've done is we're able to sit on top of existing blockchains and future blockchains and allow them to interconnect at scale to enable flourish, innovation to happen. And we've connected 10 blockchains with enterprise permissioned ones and public permissionless ones already.
Yeah, so that is crazy. That is why we believe in the project. As you guys know, we've been very consistent with this message, but we truly believe in the Quant project. And that is because they are solving the interoperability issue. Like Gilbert says, he doesn't want to create another blockchain. He wants to create an operating system that sits on top of all blockchains and allows them to interconnect. And that is the bottom line message of this video and of most of my Quant videos that I've published so far. That is why we truly believe in this project so much, and why it is. I don't see a reality where this project doesn't explode, if I'm being honest.
And what are people using this interoperability with the Quant network for? What's happening?
Yeah, so if you can think about, if you're on a mobile phone network and you're on T-Mobile, right? And your colleagues are on, AT&T. You can't talk to anyone who's on AT&T. You can only talk to your colleagues in T-Mobile. And by connecting these networks up, we're allowing people to communicate, trade, exchange value, exchange data, and it's all through interoperability. So our clients are using Overledger, which is our operating system, to interconnect and have access to new markets, but also be able to trade with partners, suppliers, and really move assets around vast blockchain networks rather than keeping them siloed and isolated.
And so this is the problem that they are solving, like I said. And this was actually 4 years ago, so you can tell the vision that he had even 4 years ago for how big the Overledger platform could be. And even now, even today in 2023, it hasn't even reached its full potential, which is even crazy to think about. Like, this thing could actually be incredible. This thing could actually be up there with one of the biggest inventions in all of technology. And yeah, it's only a matter of time before people realize it.
Now, what's sort of the main chains that people are, I guess, switching between?
Yeah. We're really focused on the enterprise, and we're bridging the enterprise private secure world and permission networks with the public permissionless networks. And what we're seeing, enterprise is really driven by Corda, Hyperledger Fabric, an internal version of Ethereum, Ripple, and it just depends, their own homegrown blockchains. A lot of enterprises take a fork of a blockchain and make their own version, and they strip things out or they add things to it. So Quorum is a good example as well. So on the enterprise, we call those the Enterprise 5. And so they're the main majority of the market is what they're using. And then on the public permissionless networks, we've connected Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ripple, IOTA, EOS, and then we've got a few more, Stellar, and we're connecting them up. And it's open source, so we're allowing the community to connect networks to Overledger so they can all talk to each other.
Interesting. Now,
yeah, so big names mentioned right there, obviously, and Gilbert is allowing the community to interconnect with all of those names. So yeah, this was, like I said, 4 years ago. So it's amazing how far the Overledger platform has gone and how much it has actually been practically used in big enterprises. Like, we've covered this in previous videos, like Oracle, JP Morgan. All of these big enterprises in some way, shape, or form are using or are gonna be using the Overledger platform.
In terms of your, operating system, tell us about that. Like, what's its goal? Why it's built?
So Overledger really solves the problem of connecting networks and connecting people up. And the problem was really, I've got a cyber background for 20 years working in government and banking, and I saw the issue that we're building things in isolation and we're building things that can't talk to each other. And in 2015, I ended up founding the ISO standard for blockchain, so TCE 307, and that was really to enable mass adoption of the technology. And now we've built the operating system to bring on that mass adoption.
Yeah, so there's a cyber background actually coming into fruition and being helpful in this whole project. And it is idea for this project. Obviously, this cannot be done by a normal person like you or me. You need to have experience in the financial world and in the security world to even think of something like this. And this is why Gilbert is a visionary. And so even then, how many people have been in those areas or in those industries for so long and have never thought of something like this? And this is why we believe in the project. Obviously, Gilbert is the one who gets the most press, but there are so many people like him in this project and that are running this project in some way, shape, or form. And yeah, that is very, very good for its future. And yeah, like I said, I don't see a way that this project can fail in the future. Yeah,
because there's no one blockchain that's going to rule them all. There's no one monopoly that's going to be blockchain for everyone. Everyone needs choice, and you use the different types of blockchains for your user cases, your requirements. And what we're allowing people to do is combine all the different features of blockchain, so you get the best of all of them, but also trying to find the right blockchain for you. And so you don't know if it's a blockchain A, B, or C. You can use Overledger, try that and find the right one and go with that, and then have the option to move between blockchains as well.
Now, so with Quant, you guys did an ICO, I assume, and then you've got a token right now, the Quant token.
Yep.
Tell us, how is that used with the operators?
Yeah, so listen up, because this is going to be very important. This is why the Quant's price is going to be so high in the future. He's going to tell us why the Overledger platform is tied to the Quant project and how they intertwine and how are they going to be connected for the future.
Yeah, so we're quite excited. It's quite innovative the way we've done it. It really solves the enterprise use case and developer community use case. And so what we've got with our token is a way where we're enforcing security. And so the Quant token is used to validate, verify, sign every transaction that goes through Overledger. From a security perspective, you need three things: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Without that, security fails. And so we enhance security with the way we've architected our operating system with the token. And we're also using that as a means of value to transfer between different networks. So can you imagine a stable coin, a digital asset of some sort that can travel between Ethereum networks, Bitcoin, Hyperledger, Quarter, and be able to be understood and transacted across different types of platforms? And we can do that with our technology. And so it's and we've got a secret that we're working on. It's something to do with transport. And so we're using our features and the technology in Overledger to be able to transport digital assets across multiple blockchains.
Okay. So
that was very interesting answer from Gilbert Verdian. And after listening to that, I don't know how you can not invest in a Quant token, but obviously this is not financial advice. This is clearly just an entertainment video, an educational video, but I'll let Gilbert do the talking about Quant and about the Overledger.
Right now, what is the sort of tokenomics of the Quant token?
Yeah, so it's really, again, back to signing the transactions and using that for validation. But they're locked. So the way it works, like I said, we've covered enterprise and the community versions. And so the tokens are used for you to have access to the network. So you need licenses. And so when you have access, all those tokens are locked up. And then you pay transaction fees with the tokens as well. And so that's used for transactions. So it's kind of like Stellar, the way Stellar is operating, but then you're moving that digital asset with the token as well. So it's like a multi-utility token.
Right. And then when something's staked, I guess, to use the system, and then I guess, is it get unstaked, or how does that work?
Yeah, it's locked away. We've got a treasury. There's two treasuries that we've got. We've got an enterprise treasury, and then we've got a open source community treasury. And the treasury locks that away, putting it out of circulation, and it handles all the transactions and what enterprise and developers need for you to operate and run on this network.
Yeah, so listening to Gilbert answering these two questions that have been asked, it is clear to see how much of an impact his cybersecurity background has had. I know I keep coming back to it, but it's true. Like, his cybersecurity background has had an incredible impact on this channel or on this project and how it has been operating. Obviously, this is the safest crypto project that I have ever seen, in my opinion. This is incredible how safe it is, how well thought through it is, and how incredibly secure the whole project is and how incredibly secure every single process on this project is, and it will actually be in the future. Like, this is even 4 years ago, like, this is why he was a visionary. Like, yeah.
And what are you sort of seeing? What are the sort of main kind of businesses that are using Quant right now?
We're heavily enterprise focused. I mean, on the, I can go into a couple of examples. We've got some banks, some financial services, some government use cases, and they're using Overledger to create universal applications that are cross-platform, because enterprise don't like to be locked into one blockchain. They don't know which one is the right one. And so they're using us to have access to all the blockchains and be cross-platform regardless. And so,
yeah, so big platforms are actually using the Overledger, like I said. Banks, institutions, enterprises, all of that stuff. Every single, or not every single, but a lot of banks are using the Overledger, and soon to be, I do believe that every single enterprise, or at least serious enterprise, will be using Overledger in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, that was the video for today, guys. If you want to check out the rest of this interview, which I highly recommend, as it is a very good interview, I'll leave the link to that in the description below, so make sure to check that out. But yeah, as always, I love talking to you guys today. What was your opinion about the interview? Let me know. What do you think about Quant's price as well? Like, do you think it will go up? Do you think it will go down? How much do you plan to invest on Quant? And do you believe that it is a good investment or not? Do you believe it is as safe as people have been saying, including me, or do you have another opinion? Let me know all of that in the comments below. I love talking to you guys again, and peace.